It's Friday night, and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGI.
Yo, do you remember the 90s? Let's find out.
What's happening?
Jeans, Doc Martens on your feet, Pogs in your pocket, and bagel bites to eat. Watching Full House with your digital pets. Mom, get off the phone, I need to use the internets. Let's go to Blockbuster, there's nothing else to do. Carmen Sandiego, where the hell are you? I like Tukey Not.
You got mail.
Ice, ice, baby, swing.
Okay, what the hell? Was it just me with the intro?
What?
It wasn't even JT in the chat saying I was buffering.
Buffering?
Yeah, no one else saw that? That was just me? Am I buffering?
Everything seemed fine on my end, but
Is this live?
Maybe.
Are we live?
Yes.
Are we in the Matrix?
OJ, did you see the intro?
It seemed fine to me.
Yeah, me too. I didn't have any issue.
I was watching you do air drums during.
That's it. I was trying to get into it. I was like, nah,
Fucking pumped up.
I was
Welcome.
like my doobie up, so I may have missed the leg.
Drugs.
Oh,
Welcome to You'll Remember the 90s, episode 9, a Pot Pourri episode. And our patented Pot Pourri this is a patented Pot Pourri episode that we do all the time when we want to talk about a variety of 90s topics. Isn't that right?
right. Or it means we couldn't think of an idea to do an episode on. This show is becoming incredibly hard.
Let's play Tetris.
Let's just play Tetris. We were kind of discussing before the start of the show that it's hard to do this show every week with a new topic, even though you would think there's a million topics to talk about.
You would think it would be. We did think it was the easiest show to do when we came up with this idea. We said this could go on forever.
Yeah.
And here we are, episode 9, running out of steam.
Yeah. I was starting to think maybe this has to be like a special occasion show or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if there's You'll Remember the 90s next Friday, but like and subscribe now. Ask for notifications because that might be
this will be our safety channel for when one of us loses our regular channel.
Yes,
right here.
Safety channel.
And occasionally we'll do shit on here. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, but
yes,
like and subscribe anyway because
he's losing his hair over it.
I mean, worst case scenario, you like and subscribe. We never do anything here again, so it doesn't even bother you.
Exactly.
No effect on your life. Like and subscribe.
Good point.
So yeah, a little bit of varying topics tonight. We can actually, there you go. Kinky Logo has the right idea. You'll remember the 90s live show, March 10th in Rochester, New York. That's exactly what we need. That'll bring that. You know, it's like when a marriage is dying and they say, well, let's have a kid. That'll cure it. Let's plan a live show.
That's true. So now I
Logo.
know this isn't a dabbling show or a dabbler show,
No.
but so now nothing is planned for March 10th, right?
At the moment, no. I didn't catch so WATP recorded today on a strange time. I think he's got, I don't know what he's doing tomorrow, probably having some things removed from his anus.
What?
Carl, I'm
Oh.
saying, yes. He likely has an appointment to have things removed from sexual things, pleasure devices removed from his anus. A
What?
D-cell battery wedged in there sideways, and normally they can get that out, but now
Sideways.
sideways.
So this time it was a device because the rumor was last time it was a living thing, a gerbil.
A gerbil, yes. He is a fan of the gerbil. But usually when they get up too high, he just learns to live with them for a little while. But what were we talking about?
We were talking about how on
March 10th.
March
on this
10th.
episode we're taking calls. Jason Fusco, you're on the air. Jason, he's not there.
Yeah, so we were talking about if anything was announced, and I said that's where I was going. WATP recorded today, but I didn't catch it live, so I'm not sure if he made any type of announcement.
Oh, I didn't catch it either. Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, recorded today. But yeah, Tukey live March the 10th.
Tukey soup. Tukey soup and potato soup.
Well, it maybe that's what the show is missing is Tukey.
I will say Tukey has not made any travel plans yet. Jason, I don't know if my phone is hooked up. I might have to reset my board. Jason, are you there? Yeah, hold on. Jason, call back in a little bit. I got to reset my board.
Exactly, Isaac Walmart going to the phones. We are desperate. No, we're not completely desperate. But we do have some things we want to talk about.
We actually did come with stuff if we do want to go into the 90s. We have enough material for a show. It's just like we said, we were talking about it before the show and kind of collectively all agreed that this is Friday night. We're supposed to be having some fun on Friday nights, and this has turned into too much work.
Too much work. It still could be fun, but yeah. So OJ, what did you have to talk about this evening?
Okay. Sorry, I think the phones are connected now. I'm good.
All right, Jason Fusco, call back. I'd ask OJ to call you, but he keeps deleting the messages when I send him your phone number.
Oh boy. So, what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about one of the baddest boxers from the 90s. A bad man. When he was only 23 years old, he won the World Heavyweight Championship in boxing.
John?
No.
Oh.
That wasn't in the 90s, however. That was back in the 70s.
I think we have Jason. Jason, you're there?
Perfect timing.
All right, so I'm thinking we do all our first.
Yes,
in the
Mojo.
90s. For example, 90s, I had my first extramarital affair. 90s, I did my first shot of steroids. 90s, I bought my first house. And then we could follow the show with other people call in with their firsts in the 90s.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Great point.
Does that sound?
Jason Fusco, will you be watching Potato Soup tomorrow night or Sunday night?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Will you be super chatting Sunday night?
Absolutely.
All right, then I think it's a
You
great
guys
idea.
are the Renegade channel.
Write that down.
You guys are the Renegade channel, and I'm a renegade with you guys.
Thank you, Jason. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And Kinky Loco, that fat
All right,
piece of
Carl.
shit has the link.
Sure.
He just refuses to click on it because his head's shoved so far up Kevin Brennan's ass that he doesn't want to come play with his friends anymore.
Wow.
We're like the I mean, we brought him to the dance, did we not?
Carlos?
Yes.
He was already dancing, but
No, we brought him to the dance.
Yes.
And then he just left us there for
Yes,
a cuter chick.
it's true.
Son of a
Uh,
bitch.
No, I will definitely give Cardiff credit for that. I think Cardiff was the first one to make a group Twitter thing. And yeah, you included Carlos Danger. And that was the first like group thing I was attached to with Carlos Danger. So I will give you credit for bringing Carlos into this. Carlos forgetting where he comes from.
Stabbed us in the back. Stabbed us in the back.
he's been a busy man.
If you want to call in and tell us about your firsts in the 90s, please give us a call 973-440-9770.
Your first house in the 90s.
Your first shot of steroids.
Yep. All right, OJ. Let's get back to. I believe you were going to tell us not about the great boxing career of Stuttering John, but the great boxing career of.
Yes. This was Big George Foreman.
The grill guy? The guy who
grill
grills, he boxed?
Grill guy.
Yeah, so back, when he was
Set it and forget it.
This is insane.
23 years old, he won the title. He was a badass. He was not a liked man. He was a very mean and angry man. Well, he retired from the sport and he decided to come back later on in his career. And at the ripe age of 45 years old.
Uh-oh, is that old?
Well, I think that's kind of old.
Shit.
He's the oldest to ever do it. Win the world heavyweight title. Here is
boxing. Yeah, in boxing.
Yes, here I have a little clip of him winning. I'll try to play it if I can.
Hold on. That your comment about is that old. I mean, that's how I feel about Tom Brady. I'm like, as long as he can keep throwing a football, I'm still an athlete's age.
Exactly.
He's not allowed to retire for us.
Exactly.
Here, I can just turn the sound off. But here he is at 45 years old, knocking out the 26-year-old.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Was that like in slow motion or something? What was that?
It did.
Yeah, that was in slow motion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was slow motion. It was a replay. But and like you had mentioned, we all know the Foreman grill, and that really, I believe, catapulted the Foreman grill. The Foreman grill came out the same year that he won this fight.
Sorry, Kamisha. No, that's George Foreman, not Ron Popeil. Thank you.
Yeah, Ron Popeil is white.
Mostly by word of mouth on Seattle's Capitol Hill. Front page.
Played that.
I think I did that on accident. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I was close.
What are you, 12 on accident?
No, I did. I accidentally hit it. I double tapped my trackpad. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, but you responded like a 12-year-old girl. That's my condemnation of you.
I need to dust my blinds. They're very dirty. Oh, look at that. Oh, people are going to make fun of me now. Oh, no.
That is disgusting. But what did John say when John had that clip playing Melton, and Melton has his wood blinds behind him with all the paper, like all the names all over it.
Oh yeah.
And John was like, "Oh, what's he live in a log cabin?" Like they're blind. You've never seen wood blinds, John?
Right. Oh no, they're so dusty.
For more of that great insights, tune into Potato Soup Sundays at 9:30 with me and whoever else wants to join.
It's fantastic. I love that you have taken up that time slot. We have filled in the Wednesday time slot with Tukey, the morning time slot. Everything's working out in the Dabbleverse time slot wise.
Yeah, but everything's starting to feel like work.
I know, that's the thing. Yes, this is all work. I know.
Having these scripted, these
yeah, we have to remember our scripts.
Yeah, yes, our scripts. Bridget Sweeney, Cardiff, Coke or Pepsi? Do you drink coffee? Thank you. OJ, please continue.
Coke, no.
I have some commercials here. Here's the Foreman grill commercial.
Hi, I'm George Foreman, and this is my lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. It grills delicious food in a healthy way, fast. And now I've teamed up with the folks at Sears to make my grill better than ever. We've added this unique, handy warming lid, so preparing tasty meals is even easier.
George Foreman's grill cooks from both sides at once, cutting most cooking times in half. The slanted grill channels fat and grease away from food. The floating hinge lets me grill evenly. Seared outside, moist and flavorful inside. Meanwhile, the lid warms rolls, buns, biscuits, tortillas, even pita bread. And the double-coated non-stick surface makes cleanup a breeze.
I'm so proud of it, I put my name on it. And because it's from Sears, you know your satisfaction is guaranteed.
Why don't I still have one of these?
They get all broke.
Have your Sears or other credit card ready and call 1-800-981-2772 to order George Foreman's grill with Sears exclusive warming lid for only $59.
Real grill. You're not worried about.
Yeah, they do get gross after a while.
They get gross. They take up a lot of counter space. They're for like middle-aged women in their apartments.
You're great.
Single moms.
So George, when he signed a deal with that company where he became a partner because they didn't really have, a whole lot of money to give him. So by signing that deal, this guy at one point was making $5 million a week in paychecks from the company till he sold it. He sold his rights away for $138 million.
That's crazy. Is it true that Hulk Hogan was presented with the grills?
He's told that story.
Yeah, I've heard that from him.
It's Hulk Hogan. That's one of the things now that is like kind of becoming an internet joke is all the lies Hulk Hogan has told. It's like he was they wanted him to be the bass player in Metallica, so yes, it's not true.
Kinky Loco says, I had one my freshman year of college. Big deal. That was like 3 years ago. It's not a brag.
Caller
in the 90s.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, boys, it's Animal Kelly. I just wanted to give a call about the George Foreman. Yes, when my old man had a divorce, he had a midlife crisis. We wanted to, I gotta lose some weight, but we had the George Foreman. It was good to get rid of the fat, but holy shit, if you didn't clean it up every time, it would turn to shit.
Exactly.
And it was, and you're not wrong. It took up space. It was just a waste of time. It's like, dude, I can just get a fucking iron cast and just fucking pour the grease in a fucking foil bowl and just be done with it. But I will say, it was all worth it for that hilarious episode of King of the Hill. Take care, boys.
Thanks for the call.
I don't remember that episode of King of the Hill.
I don't either.
My mic?
Oh, there you go. You were low.
Oh, I don't remember that episode of King of the Hill, actually. I'm going to have to watch it tonight. King of the Hill is one of those shows that I didn't appreciate until it went off the air.
Yeah, me too. It did always seem like that dumb, weird cartoon after The Simpsons.
Yeah, maybe, and it also pissed me off, I think, because I always felt that was the reason that wait, Animal Kelly's calling back, so he's going to explain the King of the Hill.
I always think of Richard Christie crying.
Yes, I think of that too. What was that episode, Animal Kelly?
I don't remember the name, but the synopsis is that for some reason,
propane.
Fuck, what was that ditzy blonde's name? But the point is, she got into boxing. Luann got into boxing, and then Strickland's just like, yeah, you can fight, but he's just there to have her titties bounce.
Right.
And essentially, it leads to George Foreman's daughter getting into a fight, and he's just pissed about like having it being called novelty grills. It's a really funny episode. It's worth it, man.
Okay, I remember now. Thanks, dude. Thanks for calling back. I appreciate it.
I do need to.
I do remember
to watch that one.
George Foreman's daughter was in it and all this stuff.
And her name was George, correct? Because all of his kids' names are George.
No, he didn't name his daughter George.
He named all of his kids George, Georgette and George. I swear to you.
Maybe Georgette, but is that a real thing? Georgianne? Isn't that?
I think they're all Georgette and George.
Interesting. I actually appreciated King of the Hill. Once one of my friends' fathers was in prison, and we went to go visit him. And not when he was in prison, but after he got out, and he was. We were all hanging out, and all of a sudden, King of the Hill came on TV, and he was like, "Everyone, shut up!" We're like, what? He was like, "When King of the Hill comes on, we pay attention." We're like, what? What the hell is going on? Turned out. He said out of all the things in prison, King of the Hill was the only show that all the prisoners agreed on. So it was the only time when they would all be fucking quiet and just watch the fucking show and live in peace. So now anytime King of the Hill came on TV, it was like you had to shut the fuck up and pay attention to King of the Hill. And ever since then, I was like, oh, King of the Hill brings people together. So there must be something to it.
Yeah, no, it was a great show. And I don't think there's anything bad Mike Judge has done. None of that was a really weird way of saying I like everything he's done. Office Space,
sure.
Idiocracy
was probably not 90s, damn it, but very underrated as a movie.
I believe it's free on YouTube.
Is it?
I believe so.
It has all become true.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking close.
It's pretty fucking close, right? What I never saw. What was it? Extract.
Extract was good. That was
Yeah, I've never seen that either.
yeah. Again, it was another workplace kind of comedy, but it was good. But
yeah, Office Space. Though you're right. That's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, Mike Judge fucking rules. And yeah, I think we were gonna get a new series of King of the Hill. Are we still? Because that guy died. Boomhauer died. Not Boomhauer. Dale died.
Dale died. Luann is dead. Tom Petty's dead. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, but is it so? Are they still doing it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about it in quite some time.
Oh, Jay, you're the one who talked about George Foreman. How do you not know the answer to this? How did you not prepare for this obvious?
Yeah, I had no idea. No clue. I had other George Foreman commercials from that era. That's about it.
Yeah, let's see it because that's the only George Foreman. I mean, I never really knew him as a boxer.
Yeah, no, yeah. When he was younger, he was a bad man.
Yeah.
He was very, everyone was afraid of him until I believe it was the Thriller, or no, the Rumble in the Jungle. That's what it was. When he fought Ali, and that's when Ali did the famous rope-a-dope. And Foreman was hated, Ali was loved. Foreman lost that fight, and he kind of went into a big spiral after that. And
yeah, but I mean, yeah, those were never.
But when he came back, he was he had like a God religious experience. He woke to the Lord and changed his whole life. So he went from being this mean, angry, tough guy to this God-fearing man that was just really happy and outgoing. So here, this was even before the Foreman grills when he made his boxing comeback and he was winning.
That's Jungle the Jungle, kinky logo, not Rumble in the Jungle.
I was waiting for someone to get it.
That's a 90s movie. Very good.
It is.
So here is George doing a Doritos commercial.
No, but that's what I was saying. I never, my whole life until I was older, like my whole life as a kid, I only knew him as the guy that sold stuff, right? Like he was just selling grill, like he was just a pitch man.
Sure.
I knew he was a boxer, but I never knew of him.
Well,
until later.
have you know, there's a famous, I'm sure you've heard this sports quote before. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Yeah.
That was 23-year-old George Foreman beating the shit out of the world champion. That's when he won the belt.
Yeah.
How did Tim Allen have a Tarzan-like kid again? Wasn't that the whole movie? Like Tim Allen found out he had like a Tarzan kid?
I heard he went into the jungle and fucked the monkey, and that's not how it happened.
Created.
Tim Allen fucked a tribal woman or something like. Isn't that what Jungle the Jungle was about?
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen that fucking movie.
I've seen it. I think the kid was the kid who, in Not Another Teen Movie, wanted to take a dump on the girl's chest, but I could be wrong. But I think that's the same kid.
Didn't he put his kids from the TV show in all his movies too, or something?
I don't think so. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was not the kid from Jungle the Jungle.
Okay, next week we're just gonna watch Jungle the Jungle.
Yeah, maybe. Go to the Bedabbling Live Discord. I think things happen there while our shows are live.
Oh no.
JT tells me all the time, but he tells me so much stuff I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I saw Wendy who was live today.
Oh no, what did she do?
The trailer was just a picture of a McRib.
Oh yeah.
And the title was going live now. Get money for McRib. So I guess the McRib is back.
God, oh God. Colin, you're on the air.
Hey boys, it's Animal Kelly again. Sorry to be a hassle, but speaking of that Tim Allen movie where he had like a Pickaninny Jungle Kid, that's actually an American remake of a Paris version of that movie. I don't remember the name, but I remember we got the Paris version. It's not bad. It's actually got a good English dub, but Tim Allen had an American version, and they tried to make it more comedic, and it was just you guys see it, it's worth a watch. I don't know. It's not bad.
I remember being dog shit.
Thank you, Animal Kelly, for Carlos's pick.
Yeah,
for
thank
this
you,
week.
Animal
Thank
Kelly.
you.
Oh, and don't apologize. You're our only caller besides Jason Fusco. Please call in if you have your first of the 1990s. Give us a call 973-440.
All the first.
9770. No, 97. Yeah.
We'll call it the Jason Fusco formula for the show.
What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, the jungle.
If you've looked at the highest of new Doritos now with more natural cheese flavor, George Foreman the Fifth, George the Fourth, George the Third,
Cheesier.
George Jr.
It's a mucho macho nacho.
And the original George.
What? I was wrong.
Conclusive proof, 4 out of 5 George Foremans prefer the taste of new Doritos tortilla chips with more natural cheese flavor.
Who taught you kids how to eat like this?
You, Dad.
Phone.
Ah,
Oh, how sweet.
that's sweet.
Again, that's all I knew of this guy until later.
Yeah, I learned later that he was like a badass. Like people were afraid of him and all that kind of
Probably
stuff.
from Stern. Honestly, I probably would have heard a lot of that, listening to Stern.
Yes. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, CB Walker. I'm calling to get my free psychic energy reading.
Oh, you have the wrong show, sir.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
What's your name?
I feel splendiferous. I feel fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Weren't we getting Stream Sniper?
Just give me your name, honey. Just give me your name. Okay.
On right now?
Just
He said he was going to try
want to
and
feel
do
your spirit.
an
Wanna feel
hour
your
this
aura.
week. I don't know if he's on though.
But yeah, that's the George Foreman
Oh, he is live.
I knew.
I didn't want to pull a Carlos Danger and pull some. I was almost going to pull his clip from the 70s when he did knock out Frazier, but I didn't want to be Carlos Danger.
Why? Is that a Carlos Danger thing?
Well, yeah, because this is supposed to be the 90s. And even though we go into
Oh,
a little bit
gotcha.
of the 80s, that was the 70s. So.
Gotcha. See, Carlos Danger, I'm forgetting about you now. You better get back here before it's too late, before you're completely erased from the picture.
CB Walker is currently live. Give him a call, 862-343-0618. Give him one of our names.
And win a prize.
And see what he comes up with.
And by prize, I mean it'll be played on Bedabbling Live or on Tuka
Yes.
Soup.
Yes, I need content for next Wednesday, so please. No one else is talking about him besides Tukey, so this is the one thing that I stick with.
Just wait till Stuttering John starts covering CB Walker.
Mm-hmm.
But any other clips, OJ, on
yeah, I have other commercials, but I mean, yeah, I'll play one more. We got him doing an Oscar Mayer commercial.
I can't believe Oscar Mayer has done it. They've got all the great, big, juicy flavor of those hot dogs I used to go out for. And new, big and juicy, bursting with flavor. I never thought I could get a dog like this at home. Beefy, juicy. They're the king of franks. They're the baron of beefiness. The Taj Mahal of taste. The George Foreman of hot dogs.
Are you a talk or eat?
New big and juicy brand hot dogs from Oscar Mayer. The taste is going over big.
Oscar Mayer hot dogs are gross.
Yeah, they are. But that dude
on a George Foreman grill.
He was making really good, and these commercials were all before the Foreman even came out. So when he came back to boxing, he was making a nice coin just doing all these commercials. And then the Foreman obviously just made him a multi-millionaire.
Hey, caller. Yo, remember the 90s?
Yes, I do. Do you have Battletoads?
Oh, you son of a bitch. How dare you?
I knew this was going to happen. I knew eventually it was going to come to this. I said, today of all days, as the three of us are so down on the show already to get Battletoaded, how dare you, sir?
Unbelievable.
How dare you?
We trust you. We were nice. We were nice to you, sir. All right. Hold on. Sorry, I was making a new banner.
Thank you. OJ, anything else on the champ?
No, I mean, no.
No. See, guys,
I'm done with Foreman. I did it all out of order.
You're sure you don't have 75 more minutes?
I'm pretty sure.
To talk about.
Hold on, don't worry about it. We don't need show prep because we have Animal Kelly. You're back on the air.
Hey, boss. Yeah, that motherfucker thinks he's slick. Ooh, Battletoads. I got one better for him. How about the geek animation of the Battletoads cartoon? Let's get Warty.
Ooh.
I think we might just get our channel taken down for that one.
I do have something I could throw on the screen here. Hang on.
Better not be
some
a Battletoad,
furniture.
OJ.
Some like
You're
no,
one of
it's
them. OJ's been trolling.
That's
us
what some
the
of our
entire
houses
time.
may have looked like in the 90s. So the
Did you say
sponge
that's George
painting.
Foreman's? Oh, sorry. You say George Foreman's house?
No, just what's appliances and furniture. And
Oh, okay.
George Foreman, he was a spokesperson for the sponge. What?
Yes, he sold sponges.
Was he sponge
It was a
worthy?
George Foreman sponge.
What is the sponge? Is that a real was that a thing? Has anyone ever experienced the sponge?
I think
Was
it
it
was a
just
sponge.
Literally a sponge that went inside a woman and was supposed to soak up your spermies?
Essentially, yes.
How could that be? How does it stay? How does it do?
It's a magical place.
That could not
Things
have had
happen.
more than like a 70% success rate, maybe? Like, how is that?
I mean, if a baby can squeeze out of there, I'm sure you can shove enough equipment up there to stop sperm.
But what if like the woman forgot to like take it out? Doesn't it start to smell?
I don't know how we got on this topic, but I remember a story on was it ONA?
I don't know.
It was either ONA or CERN, but I'm pretty sure this would have been ONA of someone who had one extracted, or they were playing a clip of someone that had something extracted, or no, it was a condom. It was like an old condom that got wedged up there. It was just there for years.
Ew.
Yeah. Isn't it great being a dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about any of that crap.
No, we don't. So this is the 90s. OJ giving us a look.
Oh, so this is just a video of all things that you would see in the 90s?
No. It was just furniture, mostly furniture. It's
I had
stuff in
one
your
of those
house.
things. I had one of those too.
Yeah.
I still have one. I don't even have a CD player in my car anymore.
At least I tried for this show, guys. I tried.
You did. Hey, you did way more than I did. That's what I'm saying.
You know who did nothing?
Me.
No, this guy, the insufferable bastards. Carlos Danger. I'm giving you 3 more chances. And then I'm not asking you for at least a month.
The show's over, Carlos.
Yeah, you killed it. You killed it.
It was all because you never wanted to join us. And we couldn't think of more topics.
Yep. We were revolving the show around you, like hoping that you were going to actually work with us and do your movie review. You were the key. You were the movie guy.
You're the missing 4th corner. I mean, physically, you could be the entire screen, but we were going to squeeze you down in that 4th corner. It's going to be wonderful. But he's not here. So one thing, he's also fat. One thing I did want to talk about, and I didn't know, I mean, if we continue the show, I'm sure we'll do something on music. I'm sure we'll do something on, CB Walker's live.
Oh, yeah. But we go to him later when we have nothing else. I just wanted to set it up.
But now I don't remember what I was saying.
You're talking about music. And
yes, music. So this is a story that I think whenever we talk about some music, this is a story of its own. The death of Kurt Cobain. Where were you, El Horrible, when you learned the news?
I remember being in a supermarket, I think. And I don't know why, but my mom told me. I don't know. Yeah, my mom told me in a supermarket.
Mom, can I have some Doritos? No, Kurt Cobain died.
Yeah. I don't remember why. But yeah, I do remember that. And then did you guys have Dare? Or are you too old?
Oh yeah, of
drugs
course.
thing.
Oh, yeah, the drugs thing.
Yeah.
Did you have to put on a skit for like your family as the end project?
No.
Really? We did
I
at
never
our
went
school.
that far into the program. I just wanted my shirt.
Yeah.
Well,
I stopped daring pretty early on.
Well, I mean, it was part of our it was 6th grade, and it was part of 6th grade. A cop would come in, I think it was like once a week or something. And eventually, like we had the end project was to do a presentation about drugs in some form. And all the parents were going to be there. It was going to be on stage in the assembly room.
Was that McGriff?
McGruff?
Was that McGruff? Yeah, McGruff.
Is that what they call him?
No, I think it is McGriff. It is McGriff.
It was McGruff. The
McGruff. Oh, McGruff. The crime. You're right. McGriff. Where
That wasn't Dare, was it?
No, McGruff was just like, I'm a dog who, just kind of gives you safety tips and like to avoid crime. I think
it was Crime Stoppers, maybe.
Kind of something. Like that.
All right, so sorry. Go on.
But anyway, yeah, our final project was the death of Kurt Cobain. But we just all we wanted to do was jam out on fake guitars to Nirvana music and smoke fake cigarettes. Like that was our biggest thing. So it was totally against what Dare was supposed to be. And at the end, our friend, who was the only blonde kid in the class, he played Kurt Cobain. He blew his brains out with a gun. It was just a whole big mess. There is a video of this somewhere, and I will show everyone my face if I can get a copy of this video. There's only a handful of people I grew up with who might have this video, and I need to find it, but I will find it.
Wow. Oh, I will. That I will pay.
I think I was the bass player.
But yeah, so that was
6th grade. I was dressed as a nun for my school play.
What?
Yes.
But where were you when you found out Kurt Cobain died, OJ? Where were you?
I don't know exactly where I was, but I do remember I was. I found out on MTV because MTV was a big deal back then, and like I was always watching it. And it was like I think Tabitha Soren or Kurt Loder or somebody came on and announced it.
Yeah, I think it was Kurt Loder, and that was a pretty. I wanted to pull that clip, and then I'm like, it's MTV shit's probably going to get us flagged right away, so I won't bother. Yeah. But that was, I think a lot of people saw it.
You think like old MTV shit?
I think so. I think they still like that. I remember something. MTV, I know, is a motherfucker when it comes to this shit. So
yeah, you're right.
Like, it's like the NFL. It's like trying to put up a piece of a football game.
WWE is bad.
Yeah, and wrestling too. Yeah, but I have a weird fucking relationship with Nirvana where I was in really early.
Nirvana?
What?
You were in Nirvana?
No. I was in two. Sorry. No, I was not a member of Nirvana. They auditioned me right around the time of that Unplugged thing, but I was busy.
Sure.
But no, I was into them like very early, like with the first album Bleach, and then when they came out with I know. But I wasn't. Here's the thing, I was also at the same time I was like super into the fucking Scorpions and Motley Crue. So I wasn't like this. I wasn't this emo fucking goth kid. It was cool music, right? For me.
Right. Oh yeah.
And then when they came out with Teen Spirit, and everyone just started telling me about all the bands that are just dying because of this, like these guys are totally eliminating 95% of the music I liked. I was like, fuck Nirvana. Fuck this shit. I was like anti-Nirvana for a while. So when I found out that he died, I was actually backstage about to play on a stage for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And I thought first of all, I was kind of like, who gives a shit? But then I started thinking, what if he died? And so I could take his place.
Yes.
In music is like, I sat there like if this was going to be the transition of power. It's like, obviously it's my time now. I'm the next Kurt Cobain. But
what were you performing?
It was like at a high school battle of the bands.
You became Kurt Rogaine.
Yeah, we didn't win.
That's okay. Neither did
we didn't even place. I don't think so.
No. That's all right. Chad is still doing Battle of the Bands, but it's comedy form.
Yep.
So don't feel bad about yourself.
I do believe we had people in the front 12 rows laughing at our singer. So, like we had this band, we auditioned for this Battle of the Bands. We didn't have a singer.
Oh,
and we just auditioned as a 3-piece. And the audition was like, so are all your songs instrumental? Like, no, our singer just couldn't be here today.
Right.
So we didn't have a singer. So we found this guy that said he could sing, and boy, he could not sing.
Were you playing cover songs?
Yeah, we were just playing cover
original
songs.
Oh,
No, just cover songs. But and someone who cannot sing should not attempt to sing Soundgarden is the only advice I can give. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was my entry into music, which has led me here today.
You know, I didn't like Nirvana until the Unplugged album.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic. And like I said, I was out of them for a while. I was just like anti but yeah, no, there was everything they did was great.
Yeah.
Everything.
I shouldn't say I didn't like them, but I really didn't appreciate them until Unplugged.
There's a lot of stuff like that. Again, more stuff from before, like music from before. Like when I was a kid, it was like, I don't know, we looked at it like the Beatles, like, ew, that's old. That's my mom's music.
Yeah.
But some people still appreciate it then. But now you appreciate it, right? Like now you can realize it was good. But at the time it was like, that's Elvis. Like, fuck, but no, you can dig it now. You can understand it.
No, I stink. I still think that same way. I still think the Beatles stink.
Okay, so I'll ask you then, what's hip music to you? Like, what's the music?
Please do not ask me. That's why when we said we were doing the 90s potpourri thing, I was like, oh, maybe I'll do like, because a big thing for me in the 90s was the Warped Tour. And then I realized, no one wants to fucking see this shit. No one gives a shit about. That's the thing. It's like music is so weird. It's like no one really gives a shit about what other people listen to. But for some reason, when you listen to things, sometimes you want people to know what you're listening to. Like there's a reason you blast your music.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And there's a reason you turn it down on some parts.
Yes, and there's also a reason you turn it down. Exactly. Yes. You want someone to go, oh, I remember that fucking song. Yeah. But no, most of the time it's like, fuck this annoying fucking guy. But yeah, I definitely so I didn't pull any of Warped Tour things. But yes, I agree with Kamisha. NoFX is better than Nirvana. That's the thing. I was listening to like NoFX and Strung Out and Lagwagon, all those kind of bands back in like '94. So like
I was going to Ozfest.
Ozfest. See, yeah.
Everyone. I was doing both though. I was going to Ozfest, but I was also going to Warped Tour.
Okay.
So I had different groups I ran with, I guess, too, where I could kind of play, both sides.
Music was very polarizing.
Yeah, but definitely it wasn't. I mean, I liked rap, a lot of rap, but you couldn't be a rap guy.
No.
And like you couldn't be both at that time, but you kind of were.
I was. I was a total rap guy.
Okay, no, but you were all in with rap.
I was all in with
rap. Okay, but that was your
start.
thing.
Yeah. And then I got into guitar and metal, and then I got back into
and then later on in the 2000s, definitely kind of crossed, right? Where you'd have Lollapalooza and shit, where you'd have, and even Warped Tour probably have a lot of rap artists then too, but
yeah, Eminem was on
I wonder if I could find my
99 Warped Tour, I think.
Yeah. I've got a sticker on the year I went on one of my guitar cases.
There you go.
And I went and I snuck backstage.
Ooh. Yeah. Someone with no caller ID keeps hanging up every time I pick up. But yes, Guar. Someone was talking about Guar. I've never seen Guar live.
Sick.
Love.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you still can now. I think the original guys are all dead, but I'm sure there's somebody touring as Guar. But I pulled the news reports of the death of Kurt Cobain if we want to take a look.
Sure. Kurt Cobain's death real for Nirvana fans who didn't want to believe it.
But it really made me very angry because this is a very talented person that's just gone away.
Is Stuttering John in the background?
Yeah, right. I'm hearing
when I
Stuttering
screen
John.
capped it. I guess I had recording that channel too, or maybe I was picking it up off my headphones.
Oh, that's great. You gonna hear John?
Yeah,
I totally hear him.
Yeah.
And they're an excellent band. And it's like, we're not going to be able to hear their music.
They use the same words over and over again.
Probably was catching my
Shock
headphones.
and sadness.
Her head
I
just
think it's
seems
really
very
sad.
tall.
I don't know why he did it. You know, it seems kind of crazy that he would go so far and then just off.
Wait a minute. Where are you playing this from? Because yeah, it does. I hear what you're hearing.
No,
I feel like it's something. Did you record something over this or something?
No, I think what happened, I had my mic up when I was screen capping this.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, and but I think it was picking up from my headphones.
It's bleeding, right? That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. It's
yeah,
bleeding from somewhere. Okay, all right, yes, because yes, I do hear it.
I didn't realize I had that up.
Some say they saw this tragedy coming.
Earlier this year, we've kind of been taking bets as to who would go first, whether it be Eddie or Kurt.
Downtown at a
Now I just
Devil Story.
Now I just hear Devil Story. You idiot! You screwed this up.
I'm trying to do 10 shows at the same time. I do this for you people.
Bay and Laundromat for alternative music fans. Cobain's death was the subject of conversation.
Musically, he was a real pioneer. He was on the
I
cutting
never
edge.
got why news channels did this. Like, why go talk to idiots in the street?
I mean, who else are they going to talk to? They're not.
Hey, is anybody on the phone?
Friends or
Any
family?
calls?
No.
Oh, I think I figured out why news programs do this.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly.
He did things that nobody else had done before. Nirvana really paved the way. They were.
I can't just. All I hear is Devil Story.
And it's a real loss. It's a tragedy.
It is very shocking to hear.
Cobain's music.
Sometimes when you hear it, you can be in a bad mood.
This, I just wanted to grab these two because these two are every girl in my high school
Oh yeah.
at that time. This is what we looked like, people.
And other times when you're in bad moods, it can just totally lift your spirits up. It just has a way of getting your attention.
For something like this to happen is just, it's just really sad.
And there were a lot of these guys too.
All right.
A lot of these guys.
All right, Joey.
It's bad news.
In Seattle, Steve Knight, Cairo, News Channel 7.
What else, Devil Story, and what else?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I remember going to Seattle with one of my bands or something, and one of the bands were like, "Yeah, are you gonna drive by or go see Kurt Cobain's house?" And I was like, "No, why the fuck would we do that?"
Yeah,
but they're like, "Oh, people do it all the time. They leave shit." And,
yeah, there's a bench. There's a bench outside, and it's funny. I was watching a video. Someone was reliving the last days of Kurt Cobain. So he just like went to the stores he went to, and
right,
it was stupid. But then he went to the house, and he goes, "Yeah, and there's this big gate here. This wasn't here before."
Oh.
I'm like, "Yeah, because somebody fucking lives there, and they were tired of dirty fucking 40-year-olds showing up,
right, coming to the land of worship."
Yeah, it's like, fuck this. Put up the gate.
Worship a junkie.
It's like the Amityville house. They immediately renovated it because people kept driving by and taking pictures in front.
Yeah, they got rid of those the creepy window that looked like eyes.
Yeah.
Who thought that the song "Hey Man, Nice Shot" by Filter was about Kurt Cobain? That was a rumor for a long time. It turned out to not be true.
I believe it now. Oh, damn it!
Oh.
I never heard that rumor actually.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think if I did hear that.
I never heard that.
Yeah, that was a big rumor back in the day.
So what? His daughter just married Tony Hawk's son? Is that what just happened?
Something like that.
From Perry Caravello?
No.
Oh,
not that Tony Hawk.
Not that Tony Hawk. The real Tony Hawk.
Oh,
and a lot of people saying, there was a lot of the big rumor. I mean, was did Courtney kill him?
Right. And then she came out with that song that, I mean, They Really Want You. Yes, they really do. I mean, it totally sounds like something he would have wrote.
Oh, that whole album that she wrote,
yeah.
that he wrote, right? Like I don't think she ever wrote a good song. It was all him. And actually, Mojo Buffalo with the correction. Thank you, Mojo Buffalo. That song was actually written about Hulk Hogan. Yes, it was. That's what Hulk Hogan said on the Joe Rogan program.
We just lost another Hulkamaniac.
That's great.
But yeah, I remember her. I don't remember the eulogy. I don't remember that, but I remember hearing the suicide note. And I remember the part. I just gonna pull it, but again, it was just more things I didn't get a chance to do. But she had that line where Kurt used the Neil Young line, "It's better to burn out than to fade away," but she like corrected him in the middle of it as she's reading it, because she's reading this now to 13-year-olds around the world, right? And he's kind of at the end of his note saying it's better this way, it's better to go young, and she just, I forgot what the word, how she said it, but it was just this is fucking bullshit or whatever. Like, she corrected him in the note. She didn't read it word for word because of that.
Oh, interesting.
She
I
was,
don't think I
she
know
was
that.
speaking to a generation. Maybe I'll try and find that clip. You got a caller?
Animal Kelly, you're on the air.
Hey, fellas. Speaking of Courtney Cox and conspiracy theory, the funniest one for me is that people believe Courtney Cox paid the band leader of The Mentors, El Douche, to off her boy toy, Kurt Cobain. And when you see this guy and see his music, you go, what?
Animal Kelly. Animal Kelly. Animal Kelly. Can you hear me, Animal Kelly?
Yes, sir.
You are so
I can
deep
hear you.
into this story. You know so much more information than anyone else, yet you called her Courtney Cox twice.
Oh, I did.
You made a fool of yourself, my friend. A fool of yourself. You must repent Sunday night at 9:30 on Potato Soup, and Saturday morning at what time?
10 a.m.
Be Dabbling Live.
Thank you, Animal Kelly.
Well, I'll definitely try to. Yes, sir. I will try to watch Potato Soup.
Wonderful. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was going to say David Arquette.
Courtney Cock.
Yeah.
Courtney Cock. Who used to say that? Who used to say Courtney Cock?
Howard Stern.
Was it Howard?
Yeah. He used to say Courtney Cock.
Remember when he was funny?
I don't. Well, I mean, I do, because I listen. You're
listening to it now, but
yeah,
it's 30 years old.
I only listen to the old ones where he was funny.
No, that was I think that was the big, like, I mean, that was, I guess I'd say, our generation's John Lennon. Like, I didn't give a shit when I was a kid about John Lennon. I think when did he get shot? Like 81?
No.
Like I said, I don't even know. I don't even know if I was alive when it happened. I didn't care when I was a kid, but Kurt Cobain, I remember.
Kurt Cobain, right.
That was our. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I was like, who's our generation? R. Kelly. And then I was like,
Matthew Perry is our generation's. With
my
Courtney
God.
Cox.
Speaking of Matthew Perry, if anyone looks at the Daily Mail website, I don't know why I do, but holy shit, that news website is looking for anything newsworthy to talk about with Matthew Perry. The other day, they were talking about how he followed someone who looked like his assistant. It was insane. There was a whole story.
God.
He followed someone on Instagram that they said was striking resemblance to his assistant. What could this mean? Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, it's Citizen M. How you guys doing?
Hi, Citizen M. We're doing well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
OJ asked me to call in because he likes to masturbate to lists of genocides, and I have some 90s genocides.
Oh, sweet.
Would you like to hear them?
Yes. Is Bosnia on that list?
Yes, 1992. Yes. Thank you so much, El Horrible.
Zalata's Diary. We read it in 4th grade. Zalata's Diary.
What?
Oh, my God.
More than 3% of the Bosniak population died during the Bosnian genocide.
Yes, I know.
1992 to 1995. Yes.
All right, well, tell us another
because
one.
Of your white
Wait.
privilege,
Hold on,
because of your white
Citizen M.
privilege,
Hold on. Citizen M, can you hold on, please? Because that was a.
What? Wait, because of our white privilege, what, Citizen M? Please school us.
You failed to mention the 1994 Rwandan genocide.
Oh, I always forget about that one.
60 to 70% of the Tutsis were killed in Rwanda.
Let me see your Tootsie Roll.
I actually was going to mention that, Citizen but I didn't want. I was trying to keep it upbeat this show, so I didn't want to bring up any of the genocides from the 90s. But thank you for calling in and sharing that.
Are you close to coming, OJ?
Oh yeah, as soon as you started talking,
you had him at Bosnia.
Yes.
Thank you, Citizen M. The
Explosions.
I love Citizen M.
Yes, Isaac Walmart. Cardiff was all about the crew. 1313 forever.
What the hell's the crew?
Motley.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, that crew. Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know if I know. I know of a Motley Crue song. What's like your biggest song?
Live Crew.
Hate you.
What's their biggest song? I really don't know.
Well, what's their biggest or what's their best? Because that's a topic that's debated.
You're gonna give me like some deep track as their best that no one's ever heard of.
I don't know. Kickstart My Heart's probably their biggest song.
How does that go?
Whoa. Yeah. Kickstart. I'll do it on karaoke tomorrow.
What? Isn't there? Wait, are they Cherry Pie?
No, that's Warrant.
Well, then what did Motley Crue really? Wait, I'm going to their Spotify to see because I don't know. Maybe
How do you not know this?
I don't know any of those bands.
I mean, I don't listen to.
Girls,
I know they
girls.
exist.
I know that.
Okay, there you go.
Wait, Dr. Feelgood? I thought that was
what?
Bon Jovi? Oh wait, no.
Bon Jovi.
He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. That's Motley Crue?
That's Motley Crue. Not
oh shit, I know that song.
Wow.
Oh, Shout at the Devil? I thought that was Van Halen.
That's Jesus. Running with the Devil.
Oh man, I really don't know anything. Wait, I don't know Kickstart My Heart.
You don't know this.
What'd you say?
You don't know that song.
Not yet. I need a hook. I really don't. I'm not even fucking around.
Wow. worth the strike.
Oh, there's a guy on a motorcycle. Wait, or is that a chick?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I know this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like this song's been in commercials now. They play it at arenas for shit. Like it's.
Yeah, I think that's from a car commercial. I know that
probably,
song.
Yeah.
That's probably where I heard it too. But yes. The Motley Cucks. You got it, Kamisha.
The Motley Cucks. But Waver, 80s Crew, I don't know. I will say their greatest song is Primal Scream. Thank you. From 1991's Decade of Decadence. Thank you.
What?
That's my opinion. What?
Motley, what is it called? Primal Scream?
Primal Scream. Primal Scream. It's not a song you'll get the hook right away. It's a fantastic song.
So I got tagged. You just made me think of, I just had a flashback, and this goes back to the 90s, the early 90s. It was the 2 Live Crew. And I was playing Hey, We Want Some Pussy on my boombox in the bus on like one of the last days of school. And my bus driver didn't appreciate it. He kept telling me to turn it down, and I was just being a jerk kid. And get to my stop, and I cranked it up even louder. Dude, he got so mad. He got up, told me to turn it down again. And I just like laughed at him. I had the boombox on my shoulder, and I was just gonna walk off that bus like a badass, making all the other kids laugh. This guy gets up and spears me, tackles me to the ground. Yeah, picks the thing up, throws it. All the batteries come flying out, and all the kids were laughing at me. And
did you carry it on your shoulder, OJ?
I was carrying it when he speared me. Yes,
on your shoulder though.
Well, yeah. was
Oh,
on my
okay, no, it
shoulder.
was a big, like I'm picturing one of those big do the
It
right
wasn't.
thing
Yeah,
boomboxes.
it wasn't like ginormous. It wasn't like obnoxious, but yeah, it was big. It was a big one. It was a Magnavox, if I remember correctly.
A Magnavox.
Yeah.
Oh, caller, you're on the air. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Thanks for telling everyone, Bridget. Who's on the phone? Thank you.
Hey, you called last week.
It's Patrick Levitsky.
Oh, it's Ian.
Hang up on this guy. Who's screening those calls? We need Stuttering John.
Yes. Right. See, the job is not as easy as you think.
That's one bit I wish we could have done. Is had Stuttering John answer the phones for us.
We could have. Maybe there'll be a chance again. I mean, if he's friends with Vince again for the 18th time, maybe there's another go around for old Cardiff and Tukey and OJ.
That's true. Oh, we actually got the link before the show. So I was able to get on backstage on John's show.
Me too.
And Cardiff was too. And then I shared our screen. So he saw a guy in a mask. He saw Cardiff. And then he saw a screen of all of us on together. And he was so confused. And then he just blocked all of us.
Oh, yeah. I went back there too.
OJ was there too.
Yeah. He blocked us all at the same time.
We all tried to get on John's show before we went on, but he was having none of it.
None of it. Animal Kelly, I'm born in 88, and all the old guys I work with tell me how they would have Two Live Crew blasting at the college frat parties.
Oh, dude, it
out
was
of their
great.
Pickups. Well,
but before that, I think it was before that. It was hey, we want some pussy. And that album, it was just for a young kid going through puberty, basically at that time, for all these sexual songs.
Salt and Pepper was around the same time.
No, they were a little earlier.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember them being around the same.
They were
time.
from the 80s. They were because I remember them from when I was like really, real young. Salt and Pepper. But yeah, Two Live Crew. They had some dirty songs that I liked a lot. So that's why I was blasting them.
Yeah. No, it was you want it to be edgy.
Yeah,
I get it.
I like pissing off. I would throw paper at the bus driver. I was a dick. I was a real prick that deserved to be tackled by the guy who had enough of this little punk the whole year, just torturing him.
It's the same reason I wore a leather jacket when it was 104 degrees, because I wanted to be edgy, like a douche.
I don't know any of this.
Really?
No.
But this was so I was a rock guy.
Right.
We hated the rap guys at this time because they don't even play instruments, man.
Right.
They don't even, they're stealing their songs and just talking over it. That's not even music, man.
But did
it was so tribal.
Did Two Live Crew play their instruments?
No.
That was kind of cool. Oh no, they didn't play.
No, yeah, it was all samples and shit, right? But yeah, it was that.
Look up another one I'll give you. Sorry, Cardiff. Two Live Crew 1. I think it's just called 1 in 1. It's just like he counts 1 in 1, goes to 10. It's just the whole song's about fucking.
Yes, I see that. Caller, you're on the air.
Do you remember? Okay, Two Live Crew. Do you remember when they released the clean version of Banned in the USA for all the little kids?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big fucking bummer.
It
That's
was.
all I had. Later.
They were part of the reason for the parental advisory stickers, right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They went to court over it. Yeah, and but yeah, I think they had the first. May have been them and someone else, but had the first parental advisory stickers on their albums, and they had like the clean version and then the parental.
I feel like I would like this band. See, I know their name, but I never knew. I don't know any of these songs. So their top 5 songs on Spotify is number 1, We Want Some Pussy, 26,568,913 listens. The second song, yes.
I'm going to say by the third song, it's going to be a significant drop off.
It is significant, but it's still 15 million by song number 3. But song number 2 with 21,963,000 is "Me So Horny."
Yes.
All their songs seem to have a similar theme. The other one, so the one at number 3 is "Hoochie Mama" with 15 million.
I can't say I've ever heard that.
I don't think I know that one.
Number
hold
4.
Hold on. Oh, me so horny. Clip
so fun, you guys. I mean, it's probably common knowledge now. If you're a Two Live Crew fan, Two Live Crew, the "Me So Horny" song, Cardiff. Do you know where that sample comes from?
It's a Vietnam movie.
You do know Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal. Thank you. Holy shit.
The first scene after Gomer Pyle blows his head off, and they're in wherever the hell they are, and the hooker comes up to them and says, "Oh, me so horny," and they sampled that and turned that into the "Oh, me so horny" song.
Number 4 with 8 million is "Pop That Pussy." And then number 5.
You brought them to the table, and you're done at 3 songs.
See?
Well, I only knew that one album, really. That was when I was younger.
And number 5 is the song that the caller mentioned, "One and One." But I guess they made a kid-friendly version at some point
of this. I can't imagine that one.
I thought he said it was called "One and One." No.
Yeah, but I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a clean version. No, he was talking about their later Band in the USA album.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
someone else.
I was the one that mentioned this stupid song.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. Band in the USA. You're right. Or Band in the USA. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, Band.
No,
but the "Hey We Want Some Pussy" is definitely from when I was I cranked that song a lot.
I said Vietnam, Fatso. I couldn't remember the name of the movie, but I said Vietnam.
No, he was talking about me because I said wherever the hell they are. So he's ragging on me.
Well, that's fine. Back in my good graces, Carlos Danger. You can shit on OJ all you want.
I just want to hear what "Pop That Pussy" is.
But he goes by Uncle Luke. Back then, he went by Luke Skywalker, but as he got more popular, he had to drop the Skywalker.
I think they were on tour this summer too, with some like 90s tour with like 1,000 bands from the 90s.
This is a new band to me.
It's all new to you. Well, that's
yeah.
See, that's the thing with. I've had this theory for a while, but you're making me think of it now. How again, when I was a kid, you had your genre of music, and you did not very many people went outside their genre because you either had to buy the CD or you had to find a different radio station. Like your radio station you listened to was the music you listened to.
Right.
For me, right? And it was Howard was on rock stations, and it was rock, and it was all like that's. And then when I went out to buy a CD or a tape, I wasn't going to try something new. But now kids have Spotify and YouTube and whatever. Now I'm just old man saying, "Look at these kids today." But
no, for real, dude, you were taking a chance. Even if you knew the album you were buying had one good song, that might be the only good song. You might buy that CD and come home and find out it was a pile of shit. Fuck, you wasted your money.
I remember when Guns N' Roses put out "Use Your Illusions" 1 and 2. I only had enough money to buy one of them, and I remember standing in the record store looking through the songs. I'm like, well, I know 2 songs on Illusion 2. Or no, I know one song, and then there's another song that looks like it's the same song on both. So I got a better chance with this one because at least I know there's one really fucking good song because they put the Terminator. You Could Be Mine was on the Terminator soundtrack already, so I already knew the song. So, but yeah, you have to choose because fuck, you made a bad decision. That was $20. That was gone.
Kamisha, I agree, and I've mentioned this before on other shows that I had to go to a bad kid school for high school, and most of the kids in the bad kid school were back then. You had your jocks, your stoners. They were the stoners, most of them. The long hair. They all listened to just metal and death metal, and they were so disappointed when the Black album came out. which I love the Black Album. I think it's their last good album, in my humble opinion. But yes,
Yeah,
the hardcore Metallica fans think that
they
album
sold out.
sucks, and that's where they sold out. Yeah.
They sold out, dude. They sold out. Well, some started to say when they put out a music video, like when they put out one, that was selling out.
Which I hate that video, by the way. And the only reason I hate that video is because the audio is just so bad, and it just drives me crazy that whoever pieced that video together did such a shit job of editing it. It takes away from the greatness of the song. And for the first time, because there's people that do reaction videos to it, and that's the first time they're listening to it, and they have to listen to that horse shit. Drives me crazy.
But that video was so deep with the guy, like,
sure,
it was such a dark subject, right? And I remember, the line he had in the
love that whole album, John.
What?
Oh no, sorry, I was just interjecting. John Doe, Slayer, War Ensemble. I love that whole album.
But the line where the guy with that's had his face and arms and legs blown off, I think he said in his mind, is like, how do you know if you're alive and dreaming or dead and remembering? And I thought that was like such a deep line. And I went to my mom and I'm like, Mom, how do we know if we're alive or dreaming and dead or remembering? And I think she smacked me in the head and said, because you're alive, you idiots. But I thought I was having this deep fucking philosophical moment.
It's something
repeating something I saw in a Metallica
tripping your
video.
balls.
Yeah. But no, that was my mom was not going for that bullshit. It's like, because you're alive, you fucking fool.
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys, it would have been the 90s. I'm assuming you would have been teenagers. Did you guys trip on acid in the 90s?
No.
No.
No, I didn't.
Allegedly.
I didn't do that until I was like in my 20s, unfortunately.
Oh.
I would have liked to have done it when I was younger.
Yeah. I wasn't trying it in my 20s. I was done by then.
Yeah, no, I think I was still doing it in my 20s.
So many times there was.
How did you get acid as a teenager?
That's the thing.
Get as a 20-year-old.
That's the thing. That's what I was about to say. Most of the time you got it and it wasn't. It was just bullshit. Like,
okay.
You're just, there's 6 guys sitting around fucking waiting to fucking get high.
God, thank God my parents lived in a great neighborhood.
You never had a
fake
acid.
You never got ripped off?
Well, no. One time, someone sold us fake mushrooms. It was never fake acid, but yeah, someone bought fake mushrooms, sold them to us, and then we were so stupid we thought they weren't potent enough, so we went back. And he ripped us off. Yeah. He's like, the guy had been thinking, these guys.
You're walking in, no
refunds,
man, no refunds.
Right. He's like, so yeah. But no, it was the acid was always real. One time in particular, I had a super bad trip. It was bad acid, but that was only once. And yes.
I had a high school teacher. I went to a bad boy school too for a while. And I had a grade 10.
That's a different name for retard school.
Yes.
Alternative school.
I had a
bad boys.
A chemistry teacher that said, if you make it to grade 12 chemistry, you make it to senior year chemistry, I will teach you how to make acid.
Really?
Yeah, I never made it though.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
I never made it. But that's the thing. You were anything, I guess. You're just out there buying. Like when I see some of those fucking Narcos shows on Netflix, and they show how cocaine is made in these fields in Colombia, and the process they went through to get it. First of all, I'm like, how the fuck did someone come up with this? And
Right.
B, do I trust these fucking people to snort this up my nose? No.
Well, no. Now it's scary too because of fentanyl and all that crap. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. But I mean,
I won't even buy weed off the street anymore because of that shit.
yeah, I would still do mushrooms or LSD though, because I don't think that has anything to do with fentanyl. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, I had an idea for Carlos Danger fighting Vinny Toledo. You could call that in Battle of Shows.
Battle Shows.
Actually, we you know what? Wait, did we just get got?
We got.
Shit. But I was planning a tag team match for March the 10th. So Vinny and Carlos Danger will actually be a tag team.
The twin titties. The twin titties.
The twin titties. Yes, thank you, OJ. Good tech. But they will be fighting heart disease March the 10th in Rochester, New York. The tag team of Carlos Danger, Vinny Paulino.
Can anyone get a wrestling ring into the comedy of the Carlson on March 10th?
I'm sure we can get like those mats, like those blue mats.
No, I want a ring.
Some ropes. Maybe some plungers as posts.
We should do a dabble versus ring thing, whether it's wrestling or boxing or something.
Yes.
I think Dabble Storian had a whole list of matches, or someone did. Maybe it was Dr. Chow, one of those.
Yeah,
two.
I have it. I was just looking at it today. Hang on.
But yeah, I think it was me versus Kevin Dumbfuck, and I would do it in a second.
Who was I fighting? And why does it matter what Dr. Chow says?
I don't remember. I don't remember who you were fighting. But there was a
why are we so
card. It was over the summer because I remember I saw it when I was in North
There we
Carolina.
go.
Yeah,
So we had
can you share it?
A Taipei death match. Casey Armstrong versus Patrick Melton. A mask versus penis match. El Horrible versus Kevin Dumbfuck.
Give me your dick. I'll pull it off, you fuck.
And then I don't know if the card is on. We got a steel fence sitting match. Bob Levy versus Hal Sparks. Your brother's tuxedo match. Mike Morse versus Obnoxious John.
There you go.
It says intergenerational, but I like intergender tag team match. Producer Joe versus Dylan from somewhere. Cardiff isn't on here.
Dylan from somewhere's on the fucking list, but I'm not.
All right.
Wow.
Jason Fusco says Cardiff versus the Corn.
Nah, I'll murder the Corn.
It's true.
It does say card subject to change. So.
Actually, I bet you Corndiff is 9 feet tall, like fucking lumbering giant farm boy. No,
he's not.
Oh yeah, we've seen him.
We have.
We've seen filtered versions of him.
Oh.
I have. I don't know.
But it'd be funny if he was a giant lumbering.
No, that's you.
I know. I want somebody bigger than me in the dabble first.
You're the giant lumbering fool. That's why it's so odd, because I always think of you as tiny potato, and then when I see you in real life, I'm like, oh, my giant
potato.
Monster.
Right. What else?
Yes, Kinky Loco. Thank you. I can't handle that. I used to be a big deal around here, you know.
It's true.
I really did. Gentlemen, have we done it all?
Oh, we have done it all. We have said it all.
We've
done it all.
I think we had some fun.
Of course, we always have fun.
It's like talking to my friends.
Yes.
And we'll do that again when?
Well, tomorrow morning.
Of course. This is the
Live.
Bedablin Live pre-show. Friday is now known as Bedablin Live Eve.
There you
in
go.
most parts of the world. So Bedablin Live Eve, we celebrate that with Yo Remember the 90s. But tomorrow morning, what time, what channel, what bat time, what bat channel?
10 a.m.
Go.
10 a.m. tomorrow morning at Bedabbler. We'll be talking about the threats put upon Vince, the evil lawyer, Tukey's attorney, by one Phil Elmore, and how everyone is crediting Tukey with saving the lives of Vince the lawyer's children.
Will Tukey be there tomorrow?
No, Tukey won't be there.
Oh.
I don't
know. Someone decided to join us.
Is it a fat bastard? Oh, hi, Carlos.
Oh,
Danger.
nice.
How are you?
Good morning.
I was gonna say, is this
Oh, he's trolling us. He said morning troll. Get rid of him. He's trolling. Morning is a signal.
Accept.
It's a what?
I accept.
What do you accept?
I will battle heart disease March 10th in Rochester, New York.
With the
and you
help
know
of
what?
Vinny Paulino?
And you know what, Cardiff?
What?
It'll still be more entertaining than subreddit surfing.
Oh,
I knew he was trolling.
Oh, he's good at
That's
that.
obviously untrue.
He's very good at the mic drops.
Subreddit surfing is one of the top 7 shows that I do.
He only did that to hurt Vinny Paulino.
I think so. His tag team partner, of all people, in the fight against heart disease. Who will win? We could end heart disease in Rochester, March the 9th and 10th. Make sure you go to carlsoncomedy.com and buy your tickets for subreddit surfing. And
heart disease could end up beating them, though.
It could. So either way, it's a win-win. no
Only
matter
one
who wins, everybody else is happy.
Heart disease always wins.
Yes. Yes.
Heart disease and cancer.
Definitely.
Fuck!
What? What's wrong?
No, the whole heart disease and cancer thing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's coming for me. I know it.
Triggered you.
It's all coming for us.
Have you been experiencing any leukemia farts lately?
No.
Good. That's a good sign. You're getting better.
My cousin that lost both his legs to diabetes, they found him dead the other day. I just found out today.
Jesus. How old was he?
Like 48.
Oh, fuck you,
Jesus
48.
Christ.
Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
I just found out today. Like,
sorry for your loss.
I wasn't close to him or anything.
And then people like Ray DeVito are still alive. How about that?
God, the only reason they knew was because his dialysis appointment, they called and they were like, he didn't show up. So they called his sister and she had to get like a wellness thing. And I was like, how long was he in his house? No one knew. But I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. But oh God, cancer, diabetes, or heart disease, it's all coming for me.
We're all fucked.
We're all fucked.
That's why we gotta have
on
fun
the next
now.
episode of You'll Remember the 90s. You only live once.
Right.
Which takes us to our final thought for the evening.
Oh,
which
yeah.
we have pre-recorded. So, gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow morning. OJ, you'll be there?
I will.
I'll be there. We'll go to the final thought. And then once the final thought is done, you can cut the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching what might be the last episode of You'll Remember the 90s. But like and subscribe just in case it isn't.
Next week, next week, stay tuned for the first episode of Yo Remember the 90s, where we'll
Yes,
recap all 9 episodes.
Hosted by Dylan from somewhere.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, hi. It's me, your pal Cardiff, with this week's final thought. As you saw today, we didn't really prepare for today's show. And a wise man once said, those that fail to prepare only prepare for failure. So with that being said, it's good advice sometimes to wear 2 condoms. Until next time, what's the line? Be excellent to each other.
No, that was Bill and Ted.
Damn it. Why am I blanking on the fucking line?
Be good to yourself and each other.
Be good to yourself and each other.
This was recorded?
Yes.
It's Friday night and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGI.
Yo, do you remember the 90s? Let's find out. Acid wash jeans, Doc Martens on your feet, Pogs in your pocket, and bagel bites to eat. Watching Full House with your digital pets. Mom, get off the phone, I need to use the internet. Let's go to Blockbuster, there's nothing else to do. Carmen Sandiego, where the hell are you? I like Tukey not.
You got mail.
Ice, ice, baby, swing, swing.
Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog. Da, 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 da.